Hi, I'm going to talk to you today about dragon boat racing, and I wanted to share with you my audience here. There's my son Scott, and my husband, and my dogs. Okay, so it's kind of hard to get set up. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the dragon boat racing that I experienced in Okinawa, Japan, and how I've fallen in love with it. It's either called dragon boating, or in Okinawan they call it hari, and they've been doing this in Okinawa for about 40 years. Some of the history with dragon boat is that it had originated in China, and it's about 2,500 years sport that continues to grow, and it is all over the world. Different cities here locally in the U.S. have dragon boat racing. But there's a meaning behind it in Okinawa, Japan. So every year, May 5th, they have the big race down in Naha. And it's really to bless the waters for prosperous fishing and safety for the Okinawans, being that a lot of their resources and stuff come from the ocean. But for us, dragon boating is a big sport. So it's a very strenuous activity. The race that goes on May 5th is what we call big boat, and it has about 32 people on a boat, and you have a cagitory and a coach, and then you also have a gonger on the boat. There's a lot of gym hours, there's a lot of teamwork involved, sleeping and eating right, all have to do pretty much with your workout regimen when you want to do dragon boat racing. So do you guys have any questions about dragon boat racing?
I have a question.
Okay.
What are the boats made out of?
So that's a great question. The boats are made out of wood and or fiberglass. The big boat that we have is made out of wood. And the professional teams that race throughout the summer in some of the smaller boats are made out of fiberglass. And the fiberglass is a lot harder to balance because it's lightweight, and then the wood boats are a lot heavier. Scott, did you have any questions about dragon boat racing?
How many hours do you guys practice a week?
So as far as the hours a week that we practice, for our team personally, we were doing 3 days a week in the off season, and we were practicing a few hours. We were practicing a few hours a day, and that did not include our gym time. That was just our straight paddle time. Some of the more professional teams that race, they practice up to 5 hours a day, sometimes 5 days a week. And those would include some of the professional teams, and that would be in season. In off season, they still practice all year round. Those are great questions. When we talk about dragon boat, it's similar to I would say rowing and stuff like that. There's also supboarding has become very popular, so I would imagine that you can go ahead and get your exercise doing that. A lot of them use like a outrigger canoe for practice and such to incorporate into the dragon boat racing. I couldn't find my oar, my paddle. I believe it's somewhere in the house upstairs, but this is what one of the paddles looks like. You can see the handle up top for your grip, and then the big paddle down at the bottom. They're all made out of wood. We don't use any, these are used mainly for the small boats, for the 10-person boats. There's a different style paddle that's used for the big boat. Kind of looks a little bit more like a toothpick. It doesn't have this fat bottom on it. So those are some of the differences with the paddles. And that's it about the oars. But actually, There's fiberglass paddles too that they make now. I believe they're fiberglass or carbon fiber, like some of the bicycles and stuff like that. So because they're lighter, a lot of the teams are going. Each year they change shape and stuff, and the dynamic. They think that it pulls more water. So the whole key with dragon boat racing is how much water you can pull. So synchrony is really important, and timing is really important. Like I talked about, not so much dieting, but eating the right foods and getting enough sleep and stuff like that for practice is pretty much what you need to do. Any other questions about dragon boat racing?
Nope.
No? Am I answered all your questions?
Yeah.
Yeah? Would you guys ever try dragon boat racing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Why?
Because it seems pretty interesting,
Yeah.
and it would give you a pretty good workout.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you were on the boat with me for a while, but you were our
Videotaper.
videotaper.
Camcord guy.
Camcord guy. Camera crew. Okay, so thanks for listening. I can talk about Dragon Boat pretty much all night. I'll try to upload with this video about my informative speech. I'll try to upload a video of one of the Dragon Boat races that we had done in Naha and Okinawa. Thanks for listening.